Curtis, I want to say to you, you did a big job raising your kids.
Amen.
Regardless of whatever happened, whatever they do, you took care of them and you raised them. And thank to you, Renee. And I want to say to the kids, he raised you all. Don't stick by him. Like he stuck by you all, stick by him. And you got a good father. A good father. And he raised every one of y'all to be here today. And I want to say to my family, the whole family, we shouldn't have to be just today together. We're going to pray to God that we all come at one, and not scattered. But that's the way I like to live my life. And God is a good God. And he brings us all together, whether we right or whether we wrong. But he's trying to tell us something to get it right. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Anyone else wish to come on the side?
What's up, y'all? I'm Ron. I've been friends with this family for a really long time. One of my best friends was Big Kurt. And, he was my best friend all through high school. And little Percy used to be running around, you know. And when we lost Kurt, you know, promised Percy, don't be my big brother, man. Tried to stick by him through all the years, you know. And I don't want to talk about that crazy stuff, you know. Just a little bit about when he was just home, you know, how hard he was working. And his plans, he was working real hard for it. And I watched him grow over the years. I'm really proud of the man he became after all the shit he went through. You know, he was pulling it together tight. It's gonna be a big hole, you know, in a lot of people's lives. You know, we gotta keep shining, man, for him. You know, that's what he wanted. He did. He loved all we got. A lot. He loved his family. And you take this loss as a win to get together with the family, man. Keep the family tight. You know, life is short. Life is fragile. You know, so. Keep pushing, man. I'm sorry for your loss. Sorry for all I got. I love him with my whole heart. And I'm gonna miss it. That's all I got to say.
Yes, you did, man. Like 5'7", man, for each other. Everything that you did right now, you did it, man. It's never too late, but it's different than winning. You know? He stood by the gun this time. He stood by his word, heart, and soul. And thanks to Pop, you know that you did it. See, you did it, but I know you did it, man, because I had that faith in him. Because that guy always had knowledge. And we're gonna make that legacy for him. Because it wasn't for that, you know, for him. What they got, man. Y'all held it down, man. Y'all still here. We all stick together. Every one of these things, and we stick together. No matter how far the family is, blood is blood. Work, heart and soul with God will always keep us alive. Remember that. So his heart will always stay alive with us. God bless everyone.
balance each other out. I said, damn right. Percy was my best friend. He was my confidant. He was everything. We shared a lot of good times. We shared some bad times. But nonetheless, we shared these times. Grew up in this house with Kurt. You guys always accepted me. Treated me like family, and I will never forget that. Always appreciate you. He called me Queen. He called me Queen so much. That was my name. I tattooed it on my chest. Because that was me. And no matter what time of day he called, I answered, and he would say, Queen, what are you doing? I'd be like, whatever you want me to do. Where are we at? I would always come running. I knew that. I will continue to come running for you guys. Anytime you call me, I will be there. Because he was my rock. And I just hope to be able to do the same to you guys. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone who ever supported him and his music. And like everybody kept saying, his heart was so big. He loved you right, wrong, or indifferent. When he had, you had. If he had two, you had one. He had the other. If he had two shirts, he would give you. He didn't care. He was selfless. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss those phone calls. I'm gonna miss everything about it. But I would never stop letting people know who he was. I will never stop saying his name, and I will remind everyone of the person he was for the rest of my days. Thank you.
On behalf of the Colonial Funeral, I want to say thank you for coming and sharing with the family through our sorrow. I gotta say one thing. I met his father here at the funeral home when he came in with his son, one of them. I didn't know you had so many. Including the daughters. But this man, his feet were solid. He stood on the ground. I didn't see him ever get upset about what he was going through for his son. And I took my hat off. Then I saw and I met the rest of his family, his daughters, his sons, and I saw what tribute and respect they gave him. And that's something you don't find every day, no matter what, especially with 13 kids. So, I met a friend. I'm gonna remember you always. He said that. I even went out and brought a tie just to match him. Because he was so, he wanted to be, he said, listen, Mr. Sanders, you even got the maroon color down at the bottom of the skirt. He was so impressed with that, I wasn't even thinking about it. But this man knows his kids. He knows all about them. And that's something we should remember with ours. I had two boys, and they're girls. One's the state police, the other one is a trainer for sports. But it goes to show you, you can lose them in a blink of an eye. So love your kids. Love your parents. Love each other.
Yes.
Right now, we're gonna prepare to say goodbye, so we're going to the cemetery, and I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you're gonna travel to the cemetery with us, You'll be each given a sticker to place in your car. Cut your headlights on bright and do put your blinkers on. Do not stop for any red lights or stop signs. But that don't mean hit the car in front of you. Be careful so we all arrive there together and safely. So we're gonna start from the rear, and please, there's a repass afterwards. We have a time schedule at the cemetery, so if you would come out through, you'll come out to the right, you go through, you shake their hand, and please go right to the parking lot. And if you're gonna go to the cemetery. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, will cut the music on.
For those that don't know what the cemetery is, it's gonna be at All Saints Cemetery at 203 Spring Lake Road. It's gonna be, the burial is gonna be at All Saints Cemetery at 203